everybody, and welcome back to the Bay Bulge channel. My name is Jake Ricker, and as always, with me is Michael Wax. Michael, how you doing today, my friend?
I'm good. What we're about to talk about is pretty interesting. It's a update to COVID protocols for fans, and it's for a different sport, but it really shines a light on the Lightning. So I'm really excited to talk about it.
Exactly. So for those of you that may not know, we talked this about in one of our previous videos. The Toronto Raptors of the NBA, who normally play in Canada, will be playing at Amalie Arena this year here in Tampa Bay. I will link that description up I'll link that video up in the top right, so you can check that out as well if you haven't seen it. But Amalie recently announced that they will be having fans for the Toronto Raptors games, which is a very good sign for the Lightning and their fans, meaning that there could possibly be a chance, as long as the NHL doesn't say no completely, the Bolts fans may be able to attend games in the 2021 season when it ultimately starts. So tickets are already on sale for Raptors games. I've seen a couple of Lightning fans pick some up for themselves because they're excited just to be back to some sporting events here in this upcoming season. But Michael, the article came out describing what Amalie is going to be doing, whether it'll be doing different, prevent the spread of COVID-19 within the arena. But let's talk about mainly just that the Raptors are going to have fans in the stadium.
For the Lightning, I think means a lot. The NBA, this is sort of house money for them. The NBA is a very profitable business. And, they took a hit when they did the bubble playoffs in Orlando this past year. But, they had a lot of merchandise sales with the Lakers winning the title, with the Heat making it. They had new markets that, or markets that had returned from prior heights to at least make some of that revenue back. And, we still don't know what the revenue is going to look like for Raptors fans coming in. Is it going to go to MLSE, Maple Leaf Sports and Entertainment, who owns the Raptors? Is it going to go to Jeff Vinik, who owns Amalie Arena? What's it going to look like? Is there going to be a split when it comes to the revenue attained at Amalie Arena? And we don't know those terms of the business side of things. But in terms of the NHL and for the Lightning, it means a lot because the NHL extremely struggled this past off season and this past season when it came to COVID. The bubble playoffs, that cost them a ton of money in revenue. There's been talks about, will Major League or will the NHL go down the path of Major League Baseball? Will this, bickering between Gary Bettman and the Players Association cause there to be some sort of delay in the playing of these games? Right now, that doesn't seem to be the case. But for right now, it also seems to be the case of Gary Bettman deciding over the next probably couple of days whether or not the Lightning will be able to have fans in the arena, or the NHL will be able to have any fans in any arena.
And I'd be surprised if the Lightning are not getting any kind of split from the revenue from the Toronto Raptors, because they are playing at Amalie. So I'm sure they are getting some percentage of that. But obviously, like you said, we don't know any exact numbers of what it possibly could be. But again, it's a very good sign that they are having fans in the arena for those Raptor games, because it points to, as long as the NHL doesn't completely shut down no fans, the Lightning should be able to. But let's talk about what Amalie is going to do to try and make it as safe as possible for the fans. So they released this a couple days ago. This is coming straight from the Lightning website. They're going to have over 220 different hand sanitizer stations set up throughout the facility. They've even upgraded their own AC system. They said it's a supposedly a hospital grade system that's supposed to be really good for eliminating any diseases that can travel through the air. I'm not a doctor. I don't know anything about that, but suppose they've been doing some very nice upgrades to the arena itself. Obviously, all fans will have to be wearing a face mask throughout the game unless they are actively eating. It'll be all mobile ticketing, so there's no hand-to-hand, any of that. Parking is going to be cashless payments as well, so you have to use cash. So the Amalie is going through all sorts of precautions to try and keep fans as safe as possible. We also know there is the vaccine starting to slowly come out here in these recent weeks. So as of right now, I believe there's no requirement to have the vaccine in order to go to games. I don't know if that's something they may look into as we move on here and get hopefully closer to the end of this whole pandemic, but it's something to keep in mind. But nonetheless, I will link the article down below in the description so you can check it out for yourself to see what Amalie Arena is doing to prepare for the upcoming season. But hopefully we'll get some news for the Lightning in these next couple of days and that they'll have fans and the season's even happening, because we still do not have an official date on when the NHL season is going to start. But nonetheless, the Raptors are having fans in the arena, which is a good sign for the Lightning. And hey, Lightning fans out there, if you're longing for some sporting events, go check out a Raptors game at Amalie Arena. Could be a lot of fun. So, Michael, anything else to add before we wrap this up?
We the South.
That's a perfect way to end it. So guys, thank you so much for checking out this video. If this is your first time here because you're watching it because I put Toronto Raptors in the title, be sure to subscribe and stick around and check out the Tampa Bay Lightning. We post videos here all the time about the history of the Bolts and game recaps and do giveaways, all sorts of different stuff. I'll link all of our social medias down below in the description as well. But make sure you guys are subscribed, ring the bell so you don't miss out on more content like this. Have a great rest of your day. And remember, your Tampa Bay Lightning are your 2020 Stanley Cup champions.